Every team, every topic, everywhere. This is Believe.
Yo, what's good? It's JR the Boss Man here for the Boss Man Show, BS3 TV, Believe Network, here bringing you your Braves recap. This is your Braves recap for August 6th. The Braves fall tonight to the Brewers 5-4. It was a tough night for Spencer Strider on the mound. 5 runs, 11 hits given up, most hits given up in his career. He talked about post-game that some pitches, slider was not the problem people thought it was. He executed them pitches. He executed them very well and gave up 2 homers to the Brewers. It just kind of got spraying the ball over the field. Just wasn't his best night. Post-game, he talked about people want to make it about his injury. Maybe that he skipped the start in Bristol because of the rain. He said nothing to do with that. He has to execute his pitches tonight, and that he has to keep working at it, being better, doing the right things, and he can only evaluate himself at the end of the year and the end of his career, come back from an injury. Snit said also the same thing. It wasn't about the break in Bristol not pitching. He said guys don't forget how to pitch in a few days off. So it didn't matter if he's off a week or whatever, a week off, and they don't forget to pitch. So, the Braves got off to a quick start with a run early. Got a run in, but the Brewers came back, scored a run there, homers, and it's just one of them series where the Brewers put contact on the ball. The Brewers on 2 strikes, they sweat up their swings, they're fundamentally sound, putting the ball in play, and instead said good things how we put the ball in play. Strider had 94 pitches. Aaron Bummer came in and got some length for the bullpen, because the Braves still have 5 more games in 4 days. Doubleheader on Saturday against the Marlins. Marlins will be in town tomorrow for the Braves, so that starts there. So he saving the bullpen there. Glaciers came in, got an inning, so did Hernandez as well. So people are rested with 5 games in 4 days for the Braves. Michael Harris hit a home run in the 9th inning, his 10th on the year. Still swinging the ball back very, very, very well. He worked with Tim Hires and guys that together. He moved his hands up, mechanical change, as Snit talked about. He's hitting the ball very well. Profar got another home run today, his 5th on the season as well. So, but it's like we all saying lately, the Braves just cannot get it going offensively, getting up and not down the line, getting it going all at the same time, keeping it going over. Quintana got it for the Brewers, pitched very well. 9th win on the season for Quintana. Megill got the save for the Brewers as well. 26 on the season for him. So the Braves got swept this series by the Brewers. They dropped to 47-66 on the year. Game 113. 49 more games to go for the Atlanta Braves. Trying to avoid that dreaded 100-loss situation. So just new series tomorrow. You can just come back tomorrow, try harder, and see what you can do at hit the ballpark. So signing off, we'll be back at you tomorrow with a Braves recap after playing the Marlins, which will be August the 7th. So it's August 6th signing off. JR, we out. Check out some clips, today's post-game pressers.
Progressed as this season's gone on, or just personally, physically, do you feel good about where you are, or has there been some setbacks or anything?
It's obviously a question that necessitates a long answer, but the short of it would be some things are good, some things need to get better. Yeah,
Did you this year that it would be not necessarily smooth road all the way?
Well, I don't expect any season to be a smooth road. I don't think I've expected that, or anyone in here has expected that any season. I would be shocked if anybody anywhere in baseball or sport thinks that it's going to be a smooth ride. So.
The extra run.
No, I don't think so.
You seem to struggle a little bit with your slider tonight. Is that the pitch you felt like hurt you?
I actually think I commanded it really well, and there were two that weren't perfect and were homers. So I think if you average out or whatever, I'd say maybe there's 3 in there that weren't executed out of however many I threw, so that's a pretty good percentage. The odds of those 2 being homers, I mean, that's the risk you run when you don't execute. So
You mentioned during this process.
I mean, you have to have specific goals to try to achieve, I think. You gotta have a detailed plan you're trying to accomplish, otherwise you get lost in the outcomes. I think, stuff I've said before, you gotta be honest with yourself, and the only way you're gonna get better or be able to identify what things to kind of work for is to just seek out the honesty, I guess, seek out the reality of what things are like.
Injury and a lot of good so far this season. Tonight was the most hits that you've allowed in your career in the major leagues. Does it just show that the process coming back from that kind of injury isn't a linear one?
I think it shows they're a really good baseball team, number one. I don't know that tonight is indicative of anything specific to my injury. I would say that they are a really good team and hit a lot of executed pitches, and seem to have a really good plan at the plate, and they did all series, I'd say. So I think tonight was more about them than me.
How do you feel about the process so far in your return season so far?
I don't know. We got to see. I got to keep going. I think that it's not like at any moment you can evaluate that process based on where you are currently, because it's not over. So, I think, you got to finish the season, and I think even that being said, it's not like this year is a definitive evaluation of an injury recovery. So I think it's the rest of your career, really. I think that's how doctors look at it. That's how I would imagine front offices and people with that necessity of an outlook would look at it.
Strider said he thought the 11 hits tonight were more an indication of them being a very good baseball team than.
No, they are a very good baseball team. They fight balls off. You look at their approach is really, really tough. I mean, you got to make pitches on it. You got to locate the ball really well. Because you just notice they get 2 strikes and they got their swing down. They're looking for contact. Just the evidence last night with the basic little Christian Yelich. Just put the ball in play and good things will happen. And they pitch really well and put the ball in play.
Obviously not his best night. What have you seen from his progression this season?
Well, just the fact that he's still making the starts is great. I mean, anytime guys miss that much time and they come back, you got to get them through the next year. I think it's, have a normal off season. I've said this a million times. Have a normal spring training, build up in spring training, start the season. The fact that he's such a focused and dedicated worker and all, he's not going to leave any stone unturned, and it's still, you still got to make pitches, and he's going to battle and sometimes it's going to work, sometimes it's a really good club that he faced, we just had a hard time against a tough pitcher again. I think they're leading like I said earlier, I mean, they're one of the top 2 teams pitching in the National League.
Couple of tweaks, but how nice is it to see Michael Harris in the second half or just hit the ball really well right now?
No, it's great. He did. He made some significant mechanical adjustments that he needed to make, and hopefully it's something going forward that he'll just continue to build on.
Seems like he's getting a lot more launch on the ball right now. What was the adjustment?
I don't know. I mean, I just know he's got his hands up and away from his body more than he did before. I don't know about that launch and all that stuff. I mean, those guys were hitting home runs before we even talked about launch angle. So it's the same game that we've been playing for however many years, and he just hit balls really hard.
The hand placement, or is that something that Tim came up to him with? How did that?
No, I think the hitting guys have been, talking to him, and it takes a while before guys let him in. And credit to Michael. And I told him, I think I've told you guys, it's, all the struggles. The kid never doesn't play defense. Some guys take their offense to the defense. This kid never does that. I mean, he has a lot of pride in his defense, and he can help you win a game there. And a lot of credit to him to hang in there and keep working. And at some point in time, it doesn't. When you look back, it doesn't matter when it is, but he's made some adjustments, and hopefully he has a great year from here on out.
I guess at least Spencer has a pretty short start, but then Bummer came in and gave you some length to help.
No, it's good. I mean, we can't. It was good that he came in and stretched the game a little bit, because that can get dicey with 5 more games in 4 days. So, that was big in his part.
Spencer was asked about the layoff, expecting to start Saturday and then not pitching until Wednesday. Had an effect on him?
Did it have an effect on him?
Yes.
Or didn't have an effect on him?
Did it?
Did it have an effect on him?
Didn't.
He's asking if it did have an effect.
No, I think it was good for him. They're not going to forget how to pitch in 3 or 4 days.
Right.
You can give guys days off. These guys aren't going to forget how to pitch. I think it's a blessing in disguise that we gave him some time. Didn't have anything to do with the outcome today or anything like that. You could set him for a week, and they're not going to forget how to pitch. I think because, like I said before, he had been on regular rest for a lot, so we kind of like being able to give him a little blow and then starting him today and piggyback on the off day on Monday to give him extra rest on the next day.
All right. Did you still have to lead off spot for?
I don't know. I mean, I'll just see how I toss and turn and wake up.
All right. Thanks, Nick.
Thank you.
That was your Braves recap. Hope you enjoy. See you guys down the road. Remember, always catch the recaps, Boss Man Show, BS3TVLive.com, BS3 Network, and the Believe Network. See you.